Jason Guyman here. I think I might have screwed up a little bit, but that's all right. We'll figure it out, and hopefully you all have a great night tonight. And we're going to talk a little bit about something that I've been working on. That's all right. Oh, that's loud. And hopefully you all have And we're going to talk a little bit about what will set you apart. What is some things that will set you apart from your competition, right? This is something that I see a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people are like, man, and I'm going to show you some different things here so that way you will be able to see what things I'm talking about and how you can set yourself apart from other competition, right? This is something that I know a lot of times people don't realize this, and the more that I have been doing website stuff and the website stuff that I've been doing, I'm like, I need pictures. And that's how we can set ourselves apart and show us different than anybody else. And so that is what I'm going to hit on quite a bit tonight. I'm going to talk about it. I want you to understand how you can set yourself apart, right? A lot of times everybody thinks that it's these great before and after pictures, and I'm going to show you some different websites of different people have made, and you're going to see the difference of what I'm talking about and how you can set yourself apart. Right now, I'm actually reading this book here. So this is the book of the week, The Ultimate Sales Machine. He talks a lot about what I'm talking about. I'm actually in the chapter that he's talking about this right here, right now, about how we can set yourself apart by doing what I'm going to talk about. This is something that you got to understand, and it doesn't matter who makes your website, and I will show you different websites that have been made by different people, and you will see the difference in what I'm talking about. And so when I've been making websites for people, if you haven't known, I'm doing kingdommarketing.io. You can go check it out if you want to do any more. But what you will find out, and what I've been noticing is I'm like, I need pictures. And they want to send me all these pictures of everybody else, but I'm like, I need pictures of you. And I'm going to show you several different ones, not just one, not just two, but several different websites, so that you can see the difference between when it's you and when it's other people. And so if we do this and we show ourselves and we personalize our website to that, one thing is we can share our personal story. And I'm going to show you a website that we could go way better than what it is right now. And so I know who this person is, and it is, let me see if I lost all my stuff here. And I will show you what this website could be a lot better by doing a lot different than what it is. And so this is what I'm going to hit on, and this is why I'm going to hit on it, so that way you guys can understand how we can make a way better and how it will help the customer, right? That's what it's all about. When we start doing this stuff, you will understand how you can humanize the brand, right? How you can be, people don't buy from businesses, they buy from people. And so people buy from people. And this is something that we've got to understand this. It is something that we can engage in customers, we can educate the customers, and this is what we can do all before we ever even get started with doing anything about pressure washing. So before we get started here, I'm going to hit on see what we got going on. Hey, Jason, I went to massive driveway today and I spent way too much time getting rid of those lines. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. How do I wash to avoid these lines? Well, some things that can help you is if you do pre-treat and post-treat, and sometimes you might have to treat heavy, depending on your surface cleaner. If it's got a clogged nozzle, can cause it. There's all kinds of things that can cause this problem. I can't add the picture here, but it's basically lines from the surface washer. Yep. Mr. Sean, how are you doing? From Nova Scotia or wherever you're at up there in the north. Have had a chance to check out my website. You said to remind you. Yeah, send me a message on Facebook or wherever, because I have not been home all day. I'm not going to be home much tomorrow either, so I'm probably not going to get to it till Monday, or not Monday, till Friday. So send me a message on Facebook or my whatever. Send me a message so that way it will remind me that I won't answer that message. So that's how I don't usually answer messages until I'm ready to do something. I learned that in my time management book. Give a thumbs up. Miss Tricia, how are you doing? Hey, Jason, do you think Facebook boosted ads work? I have not had great success with it. I couldn't tell you people that have great success. Jason, hi, C here. I love you, John. What's up, Tristan? Newfoundland this week. Okay. Been washing all day the past few days, just finishing up apartment. Tired. I bet you are. I'm tired. So today, reason why I haven't been in the office all day is because I have been helping DJ. We have been doing he's rebuilding his rig, so I've been getting a lot of video, and so we had to rewire all the lights on it because none of the lights on the whole truck worked. So that was a fiasco. So that took about 4 or 5 hours to get all that done, and then we started wiring up all the other stuff. So that is why it is there. Do you review websites? I will review them sometimes, but this one, I'm not really. I'm wanting to show the points is what I'm wanting to really show in this video tonight. All right, so I am going to share my screen here if I can pull up what I want to pull up here. And if you didn't know, right, I'm going to tell you a secret. Chat GPT-4 came out this week, yesterday, and it's pretty freaking awesome. It's a great tool. It does a lot of writing, and it's awesome. What's the time management book you speak of? I've read all of your recommendation. Appreciate all the hard work, Jay. It's the Ultimate Sales. This one is the Ultimate Sales Machine, and it's the chapter 1 is what he talks about how to do time. But it's chapter 1. He gives the 6 steps to save time and how to do time. And it's by Chet Holmes. I didn't try that. The Ultimate Sales Machine. All right. So, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. John. I appreciate it. All right. So I'm going to show you a website that I built, and I'm not even one to say that this is 100% right. And I'll show you the ones that I will show you the ones that I like a lot better than even this one here. But here's the problem. I cannot poop pictures of people that I want to see. And so I'm going to show you, actually before I show that one, I'm going to show you a couple other websites that what am I talking about, right? This is what I'm talking about. So this is a one-man show here, and I didn't make this website. I've kind of showed DJ how to do it. I've showed him what kind of pictures to do, and no, he didn't like doing pictures either. And so with that, this is what, right? So we're going to want to show the human part of our business. Pictures of you. And I ask this all the times. Can I get pictures of you? Can I get pictures of you? And I never get pictures of anybody. And this is something that's very important for our business, right? This is a picture that shows it's a very nice house that we're cleaning in their neighborhoods, right? And this is DJ. This is DJ right here, right? We're showing the human that is going to come and clean you. This will set you apart from I'm going to show you 10 other websites. I'm not actually going to show you 10 other websites. I'm going to show you 3 or 4 other websites that doesn't show the human. Now, I'm going to show you some that show the human, but it's not you. And it's even better if it's you. And I get it. There's people out there that's like, Jason, you just don't understand. Well, what do you think when they see you when you pull up in the truck, right? So, you got the truck, you got pictures of you. This is what we want, is pictures of you. We don't want pictures of, whatever that is not of you. We want pictures of you is what we want. So this is something that we want, is pictures of you, right? Now this one doesn't show pictures of him, but we want pictures of you. At least the homepage is showing pictures of DJ. I'll show you another one, and this is one that is not me, but It's a great website, right? Pictures of their crew. Mr. Right here he is. The guy right here and right there. Wesley Bloom, right? It shows his equipment, it shows his guys, and it shows them in almost every picture you see his guys, right? We're humanizing our website. We're setting ourselves apart from all of our competition by putting you, not some nasty before and after pictures, right? This ain't even no nasty before and after pictures. It's a picture of you. Now, they do have some, but most pictures down through here are pictures of their guys. There's a reason why you do that. This is how you set yourself apart from your competition. I don't care if you're talking about pressure washing. I don't care if you're talking about Christmas lights. I don't care what we're talking about. You've got to show pictures of you and your thing. I played football in Wesleyan High School, small world. Well, that's pretty freaking awesome, dude. That is awesome, right? Pictures of you. This is something that we want to do. And you can see, right, this is what it is, pictures of you. And so it talks about choose the best, right? You're choosing the best. Your wise guys will bring your home comfort, right? We're not talking about the best pressure washing and blah, 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 right? We're making it about a story about them and how we can help the customer. It's not about look at me, 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 me. It's how can I make my customer better? And then we got a boatload of frequent asked questions. And guess what? This is what you got to do. So DJ answered the phone today, and one of the questions was, I don't even remember, that we're going to schedule. That's a frequently asked question. You know, hey, once you get scheduled, this, and this happens. So that way we're informing the customer so we know what we need to do when we're doing this stuff. Now, I'm going to show you, this is Rivertown. I asked for at least, the only thing I can say about this one, this is the website I built. The only thing I can say is I asked for pictures, and I asked for pictures, and I asked for pictures with people in it. And so I didn't got a lot of people pictures, but I at least got their equipment. You know, I do have a few pictures of them and a few more pictures, right? But it's a pictures of them. We got the frequently asked questions, and this is something that you have to do. I don't care if I build your website. I don't care if you get your website built. I don't care if you build it yourself. I want you to build it. If you're good enough to build it and learn it, then put pictures of yourself in it. And I know everybody wants these before and after pictures like this guy, right? Look, ooh, what set me apart on this? A big concrete thing. Nothing, right? Nothing set me apart. Nothing set me apart. I don't even know if this is him. Nothing set me apart. Who's showing up at my house? I have no idea. This is the only thing sets me apart that tells me that this is Cincinnati right here. One thing. Here's another one. Actually, I'm going to go to this one. Look, same looking website, same people. It ain't them. Now, I've seen people in the same area. There's not them, right? It's just a thing here, and and this is even my buddy right here, and I've told him that he needs to share his story. You know, Pink Pro Wash, they ain't got no pictures of them and their employees, right? None. And if we go over here and look at this website, it looks just the same, right? No pictures of Benjamin or there. But look I want to show you something here. Look, what if we put pictures of him, right? This here, pictures of them, right? Of his guys working. Look, this is way better than putting pictures of nobody that we know, right? It's all about how we can make it about us. You know, Pink Pro Wash, his story is his mom died when he was 20 years old and she was 40 of breast cancer. Now, can I find that anywhere on this website? I can't find that one bit. Do you think that when we have know, like, and trust factors, and when we bring this to our website, do you think that maybe, just maybe, that people might have breast cancer and have and build that know, like, and trust with someone, and how that could happen with us, and that they would buy from you just because of that? Did you know that we're not selling pressure washing at the end of the day. And I know I've been hitting on this a lot, but this is something that you have to think about when we're dealing with this stuff. I showed you a bunch of pictures and a bunch of websites, and yes, some of them, but you got to remember that this is you, right? When people pull up, they see you. On your Google My Business, is it a bunch of before and after pictures, or is it you cleaning the city hall? That way it's a known thing. Is it you in front of your truck in front of the subdivision sign? Is it you? You're selling you, and that's what I'm trying to hit on. You are selling you. I don't care if we're talking about Christmas lights, if we're talking about pressure washing. We're not selling any of that kind of stuff, right? Christmas lights, we're not selling Christmas lights. We're not selling bulbs and lights. We're selling an amazing experience, right? We're giving that experience. Same way with pressure washing. We're selling an experience. How do we set ourselves apart from these people? We set ourselves apart by doing the things that we need to do to set ourselves apart, right? It's by showcasing your story. When you showcase your story and you share your personal passion and reason behind starting your business to create a connection with a potential customer. When you build that connection with that customer, you will learn and you will find out more about that customer. And when you have things in common, you build that relationship, and then we can sell more. We can do more. We can do those things. It's not about selling pressure washing. And I know I've been talking this in my blue in my face, and the people, it kind of goes back to story is broadcasting your why 100%, right? It is so important when we think about it this way, because if you're selling pressure washing, you're going to sell $200 an hour. You're going to be an average ticket of $400, $500. That's what your average ticket will be at that. But when we sell our why and we sell the things that will make, Pink Pro Wash, there's a lot of people have that in common, right? There's a lot of people have that in common. Pretty much, I bet everybody on here knows somebody that's had breast cancer, or either was a relative or a parent or a friend or someone, acquaintance. Everybody knows about someone, right? And now you can build that relationship with that. And when you humanize it and you put a picture of you on there and you add branding to your website, looks like your trucks, and your trucks look like your shirts, and your shirts look like your website, and guess what? In your website looks like your Google My Business. Guess what? People know who you are. People know what you bring, right? They know Pink Pro Wash has blah, 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 right? That should be a whole story about us page. Hey, and maybe even a video about me page, about breast cancer. You will be surprised, and I know people that do military stuff, right? For the vets and, anything. Maybe you have an autistic child, or maybe you can bring that stuff into your business. Because guess what? It is your business. Right? And when you bring your why together, your employees will come. It just makes everything better in the end. And then you can engage with customers, right? Because now you have something in common. If you love dogs, everybody, if they're a homeowner, most people love dogs and animals. That's a common thing that can help bring that common denominator to start talking about and learning more, and learning their pets' names and learning their friends' pets' names, and all of that kind of stuff is what sets us apart and sets you apart from your competition. If you want to be like all your other competition and you only want to make $100, $200 an hour, that's fine. Just keep posting your before and after pictures, and nothing of you and nothing of your equipment. And even if your equipment sucks, right, then you're going to look just like all your competition. If you go to your Google My Business and you go to all your other Google My Business competitors and they all look the same, then what's setting you apart? Not a freaking thing. But you got pictures of you. They ain't got pictures of you. I hope not. Well, they might steal them, but they're probably not going to put them up because they're pictures of you. And that's what sets you apart. That's how you set yourself apart from everybody. And like I say, whether I build your website, you get somebody else build your website, go have pictures taken. Go pay someone a couple $100, $500, $600, $700 to follow you around, put nice clothes on, put nice shirt on, collared shirt, put nice pants on, maybe wear a hat if you wear a hat. If you don't, and go get action shots, whether it's you pressure washing in the face, where it's kind of showing in the face, from the back, from the sides, and go get pictures. You will be surprised how much that will set you apart. I was seeing Jeremy Turner post it the other day, some videos that they're getting done. It's costing him $1,500 to go get these videos made of them pressure washing and them doing roof cleaning, not of other people, of his crews, of them nicely dressed. That's what I'm talking about, guys. This isn't rocket science. I know it sounds like rocket science sometimes, but it's not rocket science. All right, I guess I'm off of my soapbox. If you got any questions, ask away. I'm going to go. I think some people up here talking. Can we pull pictures from videos? Yes, you can. You can take screenshots of them and do them that way, for sure. 100%. Hello, Jason. I've been using ChatGPT to write my estimates to customers. They sound very professional. Sweet. Hey, that's awesome, dude. You just answered my question. Thank you. Nice. Can you pull pictures? Yes. I played football against Wesley in high school. Small world. This is gold. Literally just moved and rebranding and redoing whole site at the moment. Put pictures of you, dude. Put pictures of you. Put pictures of your equipment. Put pictures of you in front of your equipment. Put pictures in front of your sign. All that kind of stuff. There are some good WordPress form plugins too for capturing customer information. Estimate request. You can set up to hit your email automation will help you. Yep. And that's the thing, right? So in my setups and my stuff, as soon as you get that form, it will send an email. It actually sends you a text, and then it actually calls you within 2 minutes after that. It will call you. You can hit a button, and then it calls your customer. And that way you're talking to your customer or getting back to your customer within 2 minutes of them filling out the form. Because the average is if you don't get to them after 5 minutes, it's like 95% chance you're not going to close that customer because they've went to someone else. I've tried about every way to amateur level make a site and currently using Wix, and it's super easy. Payment quote, everything. Get notifications when people on site chat for like $16 a month. What the heck, stupid? Any tips for getting reviews for more review follow-up? Yeah, text them, and then these cards, right? Hand them a card that's got QR codes on them. I probably wouldn't have 4 in there or whatever. And then on the other side has the referral program. So if they refer, that's a good way that we can get upsells. We can do all kinds of stuff. Jason, I got my first job tomorrow, and he already referred me for more business. Awesome. That's a good point. I just moved to a new area and hired a couple to haul junk for me and linking up with them. Junk removal is great partners. They already know the real estate folks too. Story is broadcasting. Consistency increases the continuity. 100%. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, joining late. Hey, thanks for all your videos. Just retired from the Army and started pressure washing. Just booked my first 2 jobs today. Awesome. Where are you located at? I'm about to get my website soon. Busting butt right now, but by the end of March we'll reach $40,000 already. Finishing up a $16,000 project. Sweet, that's high five right there, bro. That's awesome. getting it. But see, you can't make money in pressure washing. There's no way you can make money in pressure washing. There's a wraparound porch that was stained 5 years ago. Rinsed, house washed, and washed off. Oh yeah, hardy plank too. So a little test spot as well. Are those referral cards on your site yet? I need those. If you're in the membership, I give them out to those people. If you're not, I do. They're on there, but I don't have it up and live yet because I'm trying to get like 3 websites up right now. So that's not been my priority as of right now. I will try to get it done. Thanks for his service. Yes, thank you for your service. I'm in Columbia, Missouri. 20 years you get to retire there? What's your thoughts on soft washing with pink tips? I wouldn't do it. I'd just get a J-Rod and a 0540 or whatever it is there. You know, I'm gonna, and if you guys got more questions, you can ask. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about, medically. Oh, that stinks after 12. So, if you haven't been using ChatGPT, it's a great tool. It's a way that you can get your post up. It's a way that you can get blogs up. And so these are definitely things that you need to start doing if you want to start growing, right? These are ways that you can other ways that you can set yourself apart, right? The guy that showed that he did talking about doing his estimates with it, and it sounds way more professional. And, we can even set that up in there and say, hey, this is my avatar, and how can I sell to that avatar better? Right? And this is a way that you can learn how to sell to that avatar better. You can learn you can ask it for a phone script, how to sell to that avatar. And so these are the things that we do to better ourselves so that we can test to see what works better. Does it work better to doing it the way we've always done it, or does it work better this way? And so these are things that we can do to set ourselves apart so that way we can grow our business, so we can get our premium pricing, right? These are the things that we do so that you can keep learning and keep growing. And so when we do this, this is what you will do to do that, right? It's not nothing that, hey, this is the only way to do it. That's not the way I roll, right? There's more ways to skin a cat than one. If you just want to make $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 a year and you're happy there, then be happy there. I'm not telling you have to grow and be a Wesley Bloom and get to $2 million and going to get to $2.7 million in pressure washing. If that's not you, then don't go for it, right? But if you want to get there and you believe in yourself, I believe you can get there too. But if you don't believe you can get there, then I'm not going to believe you're going to get there because you don't have the willpower wanting to get there. And so it's important to understand that you kind of got to know what you want, right? And I understand that a lot of people in this group don't realize that where you may have hit milestones that you never thought you would have hit. And so some of those milestones might be 50,000 a year. A milestone for you might have never thought was 50,000 in a month. Might have been 50,000 in a week. And yes, you could do 50,000 in a week. It's just a matter of how many people you have and what you're doing and how you're doing it, and so these are things that you have to think about when we are growing a business. Where I'm sitting at right now, I would have never thought I would have done what I did last year or when I hit $1 million. I would have never thought that Jason Guyman could do that. But when you start believing in yourself, you start investing in yourself, you will learn that you can do amazing things. And that's the key, that you can keep growing your business. You can keep doing the things you want to do. You can get financial freedom. You can get time freedom by doing these things. And when I'm talking on Wednesday nights, I'm talking about marketing, right? Marketing is marketing and sales. These are the $500 an hour tasks. These are the $1,000 an hour tasks. I don't get near as many people on these nights, right? But why? Because this is where you make your money, not on Sunday night where we're talking about pressure washing and how many gallons per minute and what kind of chemical do I need to use, right? That's literally a $15 an hour task. I have played many guys at 15 to 20 bucks an hour to do that task. These tasks are the tasks that set you apart from your competitors, right? Your competitors are doing the before and after pictures of some nasty looking trailer, and that is amazing picture. Look at these amazing pictures here. And that's a $15 an hour task at that point, right? Because you're not setting yourself apart from anybody. Do you want to set yourself apart? This is how you set yourself apart, right? This is what you do. You know, even on there, I didn't get that one picture. I'll show you what one thing that we did do on Chris's website, and it does set you apart, right? There is, I forgot to show what's one thing that does set you apart, and I'm going to go back here and show what sets you apart, right? This sets me apart a little bit, right? It's just my equipment and it's the neighborhoods that we work. But if I go here to house washing, this is what sets us apart. This right here can set us apart. And it's not, this is a picture of Chris pressure washing. That's not what sets us apart, but this can really set us apart. Videos talking about how you do something, what we do and how we can clean and what we do and that kind of stuff, right? Roof cleaning is another one, right? This is another one that he can put videos down here, and look, you can talk about the roof clean and the metal oxidation, right? Now when someone has a metal roof and they come to this website, guess what? Then it's something of, oh, that's what I need because that's what I got right there, right? Or this one here, right? And so these are things that we can do so we can set ourselves apart. And so when we do these things, this is how we set ourselves apart. So here, I want to show you something. This video right here talking about easy breezy windows. When we did the class down there, we went to this lady's house, and this is why they called us right here. Easy breezy windows from this video right here that he did. It was a 400. Hey! I'm going to kill something, whether it's my wife or this cat that's over here. Get them out of here. And so, please. So it's her that's doing it. And so this was a $469 easy breezy window clean that he turned into a $3,300 job, right? A $3,300 job off of this easy breezy video right here. This is what drawed a $3,300 job. It was actually $3,600, and he gave a little bit of a discount to get the job. But this is what you do to set yourself apart. The pictures of being the same of everybody isn't setting you apart. This here is bringing in, hopefully it don't, oh, I've got it. But see, he's just sitting there.
And we're making another easy breeze video today, and we want to just give you some insight on some things that I know we haven't made a video on and show you. Here is beautiful. Look at.
Right? That's all it is. It's just a video of him talking about easy breezy windows. And that's it. That's what sets you apart, right? A picture of you sets you apart. How are you setting? My question to you all today is how are you setting yourself apart? Are you showing the pictures of everybody else, or are you showing pictures of you? That's the question. My question to you right now is, how are you setting yourself apart? Trolls had you so worked up last live you read my comment wrong, and I thought I was the $99 guy. Well, I know. And I actually kept my YouTube up today because I was going to boot people if they needed booting. Version 4 is nuts. It is. I love it. I'm starting posting on Nextdoor every day. I've been mixing up posts. I notice asking questions and providing education gets more views, but lacks interaction. Getting 300 to 400 views a day. I mean, and you got to build that relationship, right? When we're talking about Nextdoor, when we're talking about Facebook groups, we're not talking about pressure washing every freaking day. Ask other questions. Ask questions of, hey, I'm starting a business and I need a CPA. Who's a good CPA, right? It's you scratch someone else's back and they'll scratch your back. And this is why we do that stuff, to build relationships. Looking for pressure washing in insurance. Can you help me? I mean, try to find a local guy. If you go to pressurewashhelp.com/insurance, I think it'll send it to my guy. He doesn't do it out there. He may be able to get you somebody out there. I get a ton of customers from Facebook, but 0 from Google. I have 32 Google reviews. Is that enough to get calls? What am I doing wrong? Well, it depends. Does your website and your Google My Business they tie into each other? Do you have citations? Are you doing Google Post? Are you putting up pictures? All of that adds up for our Google My Business. I got my LLC along with my EIN, also 50 12 by 18 signs, one piece at a time. Sweet. Mr. Tony. Hey, Jason. This will be my second year in business. I contacted someone on your website about getting a website helping with marketing, but I haven't heard back. I don't remember you, and I'm the one that you'd be dealing with. So if you want to know when I go live, text King, K-I-N-G, at 859-696-1101. Hey, Jay, text this number, and you don't have to put King, and that way I will get the text through that way. I may not respond back to you today, tonight or tomorrow, but I will be back on Friday. So if you text me at this number here, 859-696-1101, I will get back with you. First year, and I'm shooting for 500K. About to go hard. Let's go. Washing and Christmas lights. It can be done. It might be hard, but it can be done. If you know how to do marketing and you know how to do all of that good stuff and you know how to be a good leader. I put out my first set of signs, got calls that day. Isn't that awesome? That's so awesome. When you go out there and you put out money bushes, moneybushes.com, and the phone just starts ringing, right? You're like, that's just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Jason, typically, what's the percent revenue for SH and other chemicals? Typically, what's the percentage of revenue for SH and other chemicals? About 95% is SH, and the other chemicals are whatever you want it to be. Most of the time, SH is where you're making all your money off of. This story is 100% true. I witnessed the sale. And so what he's talking about here is the Easy Breezy windows. I actually got it on video. The Easy Breezy sale, he had not sold it, pre-sold this when he got there, and they went for everything. Yeah, I'm ready to kill them. And they keep bringing them in here, and I'm like, get them stupid things out there. But they're like, the coyotes are outside. Good, let them have dinner. Get the blowtorch. I'm entering my third year pressure washing. What are some things to expect? Well, the good thing about your third year is usually you start getting your repeats. So you can start, asking for repeats and start, texting your old customers. You start learning more, you get faster, and just don't stop marketing. When you get busy, keep the foot on the gas. What are citations? Citations are things on the website like directories and different things like that all point to your website and business, and it's called your NAP, name, address, and phone number. And they all got to be exactly the same, otherwise you start confusing things, and that's what a lot of the problem is. Money bushes. Evening, y'all. How's the carnivore diet going? I'm going to start on Monday. So I'm down to 282. I started at 319. And I actually went up a couple weeks ago, and now I'm back down to where I was. And I've kind of plateaued here. I don't want to plateau here, but that's why I plateaued. And so it's been going good. I did do a cheat day on Saturday to try to shock my body a little bit. It did work a little bit. So that's where I'm at with it right now. 2023 money bushes all year. Facebook ads, let's go, door hangers, business cards, and cold calling. Matt. What's up, Matt? For sure. But, yeah. Any other questions? What about, so obviously we started talking a little bit, so we're going to do money bushes. What else sets you apart? What are some things, Matt sets Matt apart from everybody else? What are some things that set you apart from business? Or let's go down this route. What is your plan? What is your plan for 2023 to get business? What are some of the ways that you're going to do to get business in 23? If you're just starting out, then obviously that's one way. If you are, this is your second or third, fifth, 10 year, what are you going to try this year that's going to be different than you've tried in the past? If it was me, one thing I would be doing this year is text blast. I would be doing a bunch of text blasts. Text blasts work great. Going over, putting your data in and doing it is definitely something that is big. Was the deck that you did in your training video stained? One of them was. I don't know which one. What are the pros and cons with the book Profit First? That's a good question. That's a really good question. So some of the pros is you're profitable right out of the get-go. Now, if you talk to some CPAs, they don't like Profit First because you got 5 bank accounts and you got money going here and you got money going there and everything. I like that you're profitable right out of the get-go. That's why I like Profit First. Now, sometimes when it gets hard and we get it low on cash flow, that's when it gets tough with Profit First, right? So what I mean is maybe, because I think it's like 30% is operations. And so when we're starting out, 30% might not be a lot, and so these are things that we do to do it. I do recommend Profit First 100%. Profit First will change. I've seen it change a lot of people's businesses for the good because, for instance, I had a guy that he did like $250,000. Didn't put not a dime aside for anything. And then he had to pay $25,000 in taxes and he didn't have it, right? Because he didn't put money in that tax account that he didn't touch, that it's over there, that we don't pull from, and that was his problem. And so that is one reason why I like Profit First. I'm going to start AdWords. What's a good monthly spend for Google Ads? Just starting out or should only do signs for the first year? I would do signs. If you can afford about $500 to $1,000 a month, then I would do good AdWords. And $500 is kind of cheap. $500, you're not going to get a whole lot. But if you can afford about $1,000 a month, then I would do AdWords. Signs, door to door for business, maybe some direct marketing. Still too cold to put out money bushes. But honestly, I'm thinking about putting out 100-yard signs one evening and getting the calls coming in next week is more satisfying than driveway cleaning. LinkedIn. We love LinkedIn. LinkedIn's great to get commercial. I just started, went to dinner with my wife the other day, overheard the family behind us talking about property. So I introduced myself, told them about my service, and gave them a business card. Awesome. I was never so nervous in my life. But did they bite you? Did they say no? Did they, this is something that you've got to learn, right? That you've got to ask. The only reason why you don't have it is because you haven't asked. And is it scary for a lot of people? About 90% of the people out there, it is really, really scary, right? And so this is something that you have to do so that we can build our network, right? Our network is our net worth. So the bigger your network is, and even you can do this whether it's on LinkedIn, whether it's on Facebook, whether whatever it is, right? And so these are some things that we can do, that we are finding people and we're doing. Maybe you go to the restaurant you eat at and start talking to the waiter or the waitress, or just sitting there and asking questions to that person, right? So for instance, me and my wife went to Texas Roadhouse this past weekend when I did my cheat day. And so because I wanted the rolls. They have amazing rolls, and I haven't had rolls in about 9 weeks. And so I wanted some rolls. And so, one of the things that I said is when we sat down in something, I said, well, they said we got the best waitress ever, right, in here. Well, that made her on cloud 9. Right? And so we got talking to her, and then the manager came over, and before long we had a 5 to 10 minute conversation with her and the manager, just by me saying we got the best waitress ever. That's all I literally said. And so these are things that you can start doing and talking to the people and getting people to, and it goes back to, I didn't say, hey, whatever. I just said, we got the best waitress in here is what they told us when they sat down, right? And that made her start talking, made the manager come over when he came over, and he started talking. And then I was able to bring up a story of, hey, when we were in Myrtle Beach, there was people at Longhorn that been working there 15 years, 12 years, and 9 years, and they were all sisters, right? And so these are things that I was able to do to bring that in that conversation. He does say in the book to use percentages that are conservative and then scale from there. Yep. $1,000 a month budget this year, up from $200 last year. Money bushes, Google, Text Blast, and referrals and subscriptions. Sweet. I just read the book 10X from Uncle G, and my new goal for this year is $100 million. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. This here is true. Roadhouse. I can hear the peanuts crunching on the floor. My grandpa preached to me my whole life. All they can do is say no. Door knocking, we get 100 no's. Eventually, you will get that yes. And you just have to stay positive and persistent, right? You can't look at the no's as you're a bad person, and that it's just, it wasn't the right customer, and you got to find the right ones to be able to do it. Chicken critter dinner. But, if you all want any more things about marketing, let me know and what subjects you might want to learn more about, and I'm going to do it. The reason why I brought this one up about websites is like I say, I've been building, this will be my 4th website I built, and I've asked and I ask for, pictures of them, and I don't get any. And I want to set you apart, and that will set your website apart, right? I want to set you apart. And how do you set yourself apart? By putting you up. A lot of people are so scared to death. I think talking about this up here, right, of putting you in the picture, or you're so scared to death you won't ask, right? And so you have to put yourself up in front of people. And when you put yourself up and people know who you are, that's what sets you apart from all the other competition. If you just do the before and afters, and if you just do the pictures of other people, I mean, it's okay, but I want pictures of you. Pictures of you are what set you apart, right? And when you show up, they know it's you. And that's what's good. And you know what? You might be fat. You might be skinny. You might be tall. You might be short. You might look goofy. But when you show up at the door, None of that's going to change. So don't worry about it. You might not like your voice. Well, I'll tell you something. I don't like listening to my own videos. And I've been doing it for 5 years, and I still don't like listening to my own videos. Right? Why? Because I don't like my voice when I hear it myself. But if that would have kept me from moving forward, I would not be where I'm at today. And so you have to do hard things sometimes. But you know what? You can do hard things. I don't know if you knew that or not, but you can do hard things. Subs. I'm just curious as to how services you offer and how we are making it profitable. Never hurts to ask. I would like to do $100,000 this year. So what are you going to do to get there? You want to do $100,000? What's your goal to get there? How many yard signs are you going to put out? How many Facebook posts are you going to put out? How much money in marketing are you going to spend? What are you going to do to get to $100,000? We can all hope that we get there, but hope doesn't get there. What actions are you going to take to get there? And I'm not trying to be mean to you, Matt. I'm just being brutal and honest, right? We can all hope that we want to get there. So you got a goal. Now, how do we work it backwards? Can you work 12 months out of the year? Are you in the South? Or are you up here in the North where you can only work 8 months out of the year? If you're up here in the North and you can only work 8 months a year, all right, we got to do it in 8 months. So we need to make, what is that, $12,000 a month, $13,000 a month in there. How do we get to $13,000 a month? How do we get to the week? How do we break it down? How do we get to there to get to our $100,000? And I'm not being mean, but I see this a lot. What is your plan of action? What are you going to do this? What are the hard things are you going to do? Are you going to go buy all this equipment and that's what's going to get you there? Because I promise you it won't get you there. Are you answering the phone? I'm dealing with one guy in my mentorship that I'm like, dude, you haven't answered half your phone. Well, they say spam. Well, I'm sorry, but when you're in business and they say spam, you still got to answer that freaking phone because there's a good possibility that it could be a customer. And so whether you like it or not, you got to answer the phone. Answer your stinking phone. That's what I'm going to tell you. Answer your phone. That will set you apart, right? So what are you going to do to get to $100,000? Are you going to put out 200 signs a month? Are you going to put out 100 yard signs a month? You could probably go out there and put out 200 yard signs a month and get to $100,000. And you could probably get to $100,000 by putting out 200 yard signs a month. That's $700 a month. Times that by 8 months. I'm going to go 10 months because it's easy. So you're at $7,000, and that will get you you will probably get to your money at that point. What is the best way to pick where EDDM postcards go? Whole city or choose neighborhoods? Go to the EDDM website and look at the rich neighborhoods. That's where I would send them. It will literally tell you where those are at. Just finished a post-construction job because I answered the phone. It's amazing what happens when you answer the phone. It is amazing. What do I think of that, Conquer? I know some people in it that have done very well, and I know some people in it that they've been in it for 3-4 years, and they're still not making $200,000-$300,000. It comes down to the coach, and it comes down to you. If you don't take action, it don't matter who's your coach, who's that. It don't matter. So what sets people apart is whether you are going to take action. In my mentorship, I'm trying, they happen to start showing me their numbers every week. Why is it? Is it because I want to see their numbers? No, because I'm holding them accountable of why didn't we hit, this was your goal. Why didn't you hit it? Well, bleep, 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 right? So you can make excuses or you can take action and see why you didn't hit those numbers. And so, what that really comes down to is accountability. And that's what I'm turning my mentorship into is more of an accountability, making sure that you're doing the things that you say you're going to do. They're saying to you, no to your business, not you. Can you pick routes based on average income? You can look at them, and yes, you can see what the average income is in that route. That's why I asked about pulling pictures from video. I almost have no pictures of me. However, I do have Facebook Lives and videos that I shot for posting. You should be able to pull those videos, or you can either do a screenshot of it. Sometimes you can actually take of it there. What is the yes/no ratio for door-to-door marketing in y'all's area? It's going to depend who answers their phone, who doesn't, or door. I'm late again. Glad Jason puts up replays. So if you want to know when I go live next time and not be late, you can go to text King, K-I-N-G. You don't have to put the quotations, 859-696-1101, and I text right before I go live. That's how that goes. My goal is to put out 1,000 yard signs a month. Now you're starting to sound like Moses. I can get stuff done unless it's on the whiteboard with deadlines. Adding on-site pre-training on new fencing to set myself apart this year. Pre-staining. Manny. 2023 will have more videos on website and YouTube, of course. And all my responsive bid services will have a video attached when they get a quote. And more pics and team and Google My Business. Awesome. What part of Michigan? In Michigan, what part? Evening, Jason. I'm just curious how your numbers look since you've been posting a video a day. Has your traffic increased, keeping up the good work? So my traffic has increased. My time has went down because it's only a minute. But my traffic has increased. So we'll see how it works. I bought $20,000 in equipment until yesterday. I had 0 customers. I wish I would have put money into marketing. I preach marketing for a reason, bro, and this is why. I get so many scam calls a day, it's ridiculous. I know. Just block them is the best thing you can do for them. They would have paid for my equipment. That's would have paid. Let's see. I have missed calls due to Google Voice not ringing the phone. Got to change to something else. Low signal area. Yeah, that's one reason why it's not even low signal area. It's just Google Voice. And a lot of times, DJ was missing a ton of those calls. They would not send a new pump. They did let me keep the broke gear, or they would not send a new pump, but they did let me keep the broke gearbox, and they're sending me a new one, so that's good. Awesome. Sweet. That's good. I'm glad you got that fixed, because it was broken. Do I need to be checking with the Chamber of Commerce on yard sign ordinance, or just start putting them out? Just start putting them out. And I know, Kim, you sent me a message, and I haven't responded to much anything because I've been deep in website stuff, and I've been deep in DJ's truck here lately. So I would just put them out. I got 2 full-time jobs right now. I hear you. Be a pair among apples and oranges. I love this here, right? This is what sets you apart, right? This was literally in his sales speech that John and I got to hear at this place. He's like, we're not comparing apples and oranges. We're a pair. We're not even in that category. We're completely different. I like doing the Facebook videos. I want to do $1,000 in Google Ads a month. What part of Michigan are you in? Can you put up an event list around the country for things such as sales, leadership, self-improvement, and places to go like the Huge? Maybe twice a year add a list to your membership website. Well, everybody's different. I could, but that takes time. And I'm kind of greedy that if you're not going to, I'm not going to promote stuff that doesn't promote me. And that's kind of why I don't promote. And I do promote some, but I'm just being honest on that part of it. It's just me. When the one place gives one guy money but won't give you money to try to send people there, kind of ticks me off a little bit. Yes, Chris for the win. And, you know, if you want to learn more about pressure washing and in-person training dates, you can go to kingofpressurewash.com and in person, or you can go to kpwtrain.com. And I do have some training classes coming up. They are in person. You actually get to do the work. And it's not just about pressure washing. It's about a whole day of marketing, how to sell to people, how your love languages are, what your disc is. And guess what? You might think this is crazy, but I bet you if John down here would put in the comment, I bet you he will say that was the best part of the whole weekend, right? Between that and listening to Chris sell, that was the best part, and he learned the most from those parts. And I'm going to do that in every class now because it is worth it. And when you learn stuff, that's why I do it for. What's your thoughts on BNI and Chamber of Commerce? Definitely Chamber of Commerce. BNI can take a lot of time. It takes 90 minutes a week, and it does take a lot of time. What about promoting industry trade shows? I do some. Muskin, I don't know where that's at. What part of the hand is that? Is that up here? No, I'm just teasing. How beneficiary is it to always try to wear your logo shirt? It can be. GR Michigan here, 100%. You set up my Google Ads last year for, oh, okay, I got you. I was pressure washing and a neighbor called the cops for noise. Sometimes you just never know. It was eye-opening. My response were much different from the rest of the group. He was. Glad I'm not the $99 guy. Just got the truck out of the shop. It wasn't cheap. If it was diesel, it really wasn't cheap. But again, if you want to go do one of my in-person trainings, I highly recommend them. You might be on a video in my next one or two, whichever one it is. I'm probably going to hire somebody to come in and do some shooting video. And so that will be there. But again, you guys can do this. Also, if you want to join kingofpressurewash.com, in there we do Monday night marketing. You got all my trainings in there. There's a ton of trainings in there that you will learn. It's step by step, and it's not like YouTube where it's just shotgunned. It's actually step by step. So go check those things out. And also, if you want to know when I go live, you can go text King, King, 859-696-1101, and in there you will get a text when I go live. So that way you're live with me. But other than that, I hope you all learned something. I hope that I can help you out in any way that I can. Let me know. My goal is to help 1,000 people make $100,000 a year. And I know that's a big goal for me, but I think it can definitely be done. I know it can be done. And so that is it. Will they shoot video for us doing the permanent light install? Maybe, for sure. Actually, my pressure washing class, that's going to be just on pressure washing. Will be that one is all I'm doing that. But I hope you all have an awesome night. I hope you all have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you all